going to start with hidden gems. New segment we introduced last week where we kind of find an interesting sports topic, and may not have heard about it in the past week. So, Wade, you missed last week. We'll let you take it away first.
All right, my hidden gem of the week kind of is a crossover between Major League Baseball and college football, so I think it's a good transition. Todd Helton was introduced or inducted into the MLB Hall of Fame this past week. He had a really good career as a baseball player for the Colorado Rockies. Kind of Freddie Freeman before there was Freddie Freeman, big contact guy. Of course, the power alleys in Denver never hurt with the altitude, but he hit over 300 in his career. But before he was smashing baseballs, he was a dual sport athlete at Tennessee. And I did not know that. I knew that he played baseball at Tennessee, but he was also the quarterback at Tennessee. He was the backup for a couple of years. And then in 1994, he was all set to be the starting quarterback over a true freshman from New Orleans, Peyton Manning. So he won the job over Peyton coming out of fall camp. It lasted all of 4 games, and then he got hurt, which is what let Peyton Manning come onto the scene and become the Hall of Fame NFL quarterback that he went to become. But Helton ended up being an Hall of Fame baseball player in his own right. So pretty cool to have your quarterback room both officially now in the Hall of Fame.
That's interesting there. That you don't. He played a very long time in the MLB, played for Colorado, like you said, but he was slinging the old pigskin around. Who knows? Maybe if you didn't get hurt, we never would have seen Peyton Manning.
Yeah, could have Helton could have had a really good year and tried a shot at the NFL for more guaranteed money, and we would have missed out on a great baseball player. And like you said, Peyton Manning might not have burst onto the scene. But yeah, pretty interesting story there from Tennessee and MLB. So yeah.
Oh, that's good. Good start to the week, Wade. Your first hidden gem. That's a good one. Tyler, what do you got for us?
That's going to be hard to top. Mine ties into two categories: real estate and college football. Dion got a new crib this past week as his sons Shiloh, Shadur, and Dion Jr. gave the old pops a new mansion. I don't know. I was trying to look up how much it is. I'm sure it's probably like $5 million or plus or something.
That NIL money, man, up in Colorado.
NIL money about to be draft money. Whenever Shadur enters the draft next year, but the property's in Longmont, Colorado. If you don't know where that is, it's only 15 miles down the road from the campus of the University of Colorado. So
that's a bit of a drive every day to go into work. Come on, Shadur.
I'm sure he's driving the Lamborghini there or something.
Yeah, he's probably getting chauffeured in the Rolls Royce. That's that's one you don't. That was a good find, Tyler. So I've got two. These are some interesting ones. So we're gonna start with one that can be conceived differently. I'm not portraying it like that on the show, but in Wichita, Kansas, I'm saying this one because I was in Houston this weekend, which, by the way, my license plates were stolen, so that was cool. That was another just the rear license plate was stolen. So got new ones today.
Tickets, you could just show up to court with one of your plates and say, "I'm missing the second one."
Yeah, well, was able to get a new one today. Walked in 5 minutes, new plates, new registration. I was kind of surprised by how easy that process was. Figured I was going to have to go to the DMV, prove that I own the vehicle, all sorts of deal. But it was actually a pretty easy process. So a little sidetrack there. But on the topic of being stolen, a Jackie Robinson statue was stolen in Wichita, Kansas over the weekend. This was sent to me by my friend who's from that went to Wichita State. Shout out James. That maybe they really wanted the statue because they didn't waste any time. They cut it off at the legs. They just took his from shin up. So you go to the statue and it's just his shoes. So
a statue of Shoeless Joe Jackson.
That would have been perfect. So just a little interesting nugget there. Somebody really wanted a Jackie Robinson statue and took it. And I don't know if they're selling this thing on the black market. I don't know how much a shoeless Jackie Robinson statue goes for on the black market, but be interested to see if they end up finding it.
Probably
My
in
other one, would you say what?
probably it's in a copper yard somewhere.
Yeah, they probably melted that sucker down, which is unfortunate. And in soccer news, the Egyptian national soccer team sacrificed a cow for good luck in the African Cup of Nations.
Okay.
Talk about a hidden gem there. Tell me if you would have strolled. Found it
Maybe
on
we should have
ESPN.
sacrificed a tater tot before our games.
We did sacrifice tater tots. For backstory, our intramural softball team was sponsored by Sonic. We sacrificed them by just chowing down before games on tater tots. So, but yeah, sacrifice the cow for better luck in the African Cup of Nations. We'll have to stay tuned in the Egyptian
That's one
national team
ritual you don't
success.
see every day.
No, it's not. So, imagine if the U.S. team did that. PETA would be all over their asses. It'd be
Oh
crazy.
yeah, you can't do nothing about with animals in the United States with PETA around.
Hey, speaking of PETA and animals, see who got that dog in him.
Oh,
That was pretty good
That
transition.
transition was on fleek. Not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
go for that one. Wait, take us away. Who got that dog in him?
all right. I'm gonna go with the guy that turned the momentum in that game last night with San Francisco, Brandon Ayuk. He had the really crazy hyper focused catch. It went off like the helmet of the Detroit guy, and he caught it and fell down at the 1 yard line. But it might as well have been a touchdown because they punched it in on the very next play or shortly thereafter. So that really changed the momentum. Had that ball hit the turf, they would have been about 50 yards downfield. I don't know if they would have gone down the field and scored. And then, of course, they got that stop on defense right after it, and they scored again. So I think that was the play that really sparked the team, and he had a really good game, and he's had a great season. So Brandon Ayuk got that dog in him.
Okay, I like it. We got some coming in from the comments. So if you're watching, let us know who got that dog in him. Neil's got in NASCAR news Connor Zilich. I think I said that name right. 17 years old, came in first in the LMP2 category at the Rolex 24-hour race. You imagine driving for 24 hours? I mean, come on. That's insane. Tyler, what do you got for us?
Man, I saw Matt Jones comment rolling in. Like, pause mine. Like, get to Matty
Okay,
Ice.
here we go. I like to save Matt's for last, but you mentioned it, so here we go. Who got that dog in him? You want to know who got that dog in him? George Kittle on the pancake of Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Not an easy task to take that to Hutchinson. Hey, the tight ends in these two games were showing out. That kind of leads into my dog of the week, Travis Kelce, who at the beginning was just like jawing with every single person he met, whether it was Matthew Judon or whether it was Patrick Queen. He was letting them hear it. And then he ended up going 11 for 11 in targets and receptions for 116 yards and a touchdown. He had that huge play on the first drive on fourth down, an amazing catch, I will say. And he's dating Taylor Swift. So dude's got that dog. I give him that. Tyler, what do you got?
Double dog. But yeah, since there's so much football, I'm going to start shifting my picks towards college basketball. We haven't really talked much about college basketball, but I'm sure we will once the NFL season closes the book. But if you're looking for a conference to watch, the Big 12 is absolutely loaded. Like, every game is always close. I'm going to go with the TCU Horned Frogs. They beat Baylor on the road in a hostile environment. It took 3 overtimes. So, like, if a team, like, this is just a team award. If you go to 3 overtimes, especially on the road, and find yourself a win, the Horned Frogs came away with a 105-102 victory against the Bears. So good win for TCU as they're now 15-5. I'm sure they'll be ranked pretty soon.
Yeah, I think Baylor was number 9, weren't they?
They're number 15 at the time.
Okay, so a top 20 team. I mean, other double overtime, Lakers, Warriors.
That was
LeBron went in there.
insane.
That was a crazy game. Going into Golden State and winning that one on basically the LeBron free throws.